What if the universe we see outside of ourselves, like the stars, the planets, and the vast darkness and the space in between it all, is also reflected in us, in our minds and bodies? And what if the structure of that inner universe could reveal something about the nature of God, or the true nature of our bodies, or who we really are? This is where the journey into the science of the circle really begins. And I like to think of God as a sphere. And this sphere is hierarchical, just like man's life on earth is. And the totality of this hierarchy, this sphere, is made up from the many to make the one. So the many aspects form the one presence, just like the many aspects of you form the one you. Now, these aspects can all be seen as sort of lenses on a sphere. And depending on the lens, you will see a different aspect and a different belief system to support the growth of that aspect. So, therefore, all religions are true. They're all looking at one aspect of the totality of its being. So, when we are speaking of this sphere, or this field of God, we are talking about life beyond Maya, or life beyond the veil. Now, after enlightenment, you will usually hear people say that the veil doesn't really exist, it's all Maya. But one can really say it does exist. It exists as bubbles of nothing. And these bubbles of nothing mimic the image of God. They are also formed by the four directions. So geometrical alignments form the unity of the bubbles of nothing, which we see as the veil. So this mimic acts like a mirror of absolute truth, revealing the structure of the body of God. And I call this mirror the cosmology of the Divine Mother, because it's in her body that it all exists, that the creation is being born, and the creation is the making of gods, you, me, everybody, all of us. And this cosmology or creation, like I mentioned, has an order to its becoming. And this order can also be referred to as the science of the circle. So now, whether you agree that there is Maya or there is no Maya, it's all good. It doesn't matter, because there always remains three things. There always remains the stars, the planets, and the black backdrop on which they sit. And this is what this science is about. This science is about how they exist and operate within your own body and what that really means. So I leave you with this question. What if the stars and planets and the darkness of the cosmos are reflected within your own body? What might they be telling you? Because remember, like attracts like. This is in your body. They can align to you. You can align to them. So what might they be telling you? And number two, if there is an underlying order, a sacred geometry, a science of the circle within that reflection, what happens when you begin to see yourself as part of the greater body of creation, as part of the greater whole? So I'd love to hear your thoughts and your experiences and questions below, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.